Hi there. My name is Christian Johnson. I'm a senior development engineer with the REMPLEX Center for Remediation of Complex Sites at the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory. So let's take a look at an overview of the TRACK software and some of the key features. When you first start the TRACK software, it shows the entire DOE environmental management site complex in the map here. And it provides two kinds of information. There's some narrative information that talks about Department of Energy and gives you a site overview. What does the Office of Environmental Management do? And some history of the Department of Energy, as well as some information on things like cleanup progress, challenges that are faced, and how we're going to look at accelerating closure of sites. So all this narrative information is available here. You can expand it out and see that. And there's a video as well to give you a little history on the site. The other thing that's available is the metrics on the left-hand side. So this looks at priority compounds for the Department of Energy, and you can select a particular compound and see which sites that compound is present at. And then it gives some metrics on footprint of the aerial footprint of each contaminant plume. What's the total acres covered between all these sites? There's regulatory cleanup status information. How many sites are at which status in the process? Are they early on in the process, or do they have a final decision for applying a remedy? There's also technology information that looks at which kind of technologies are being applied across the DOE EM complex. Monitored natural attenuation, for example. Here we can see that for these three sites, we can see the count of number of waste sites where M&A is being applied. And we can look at the remedy implementation status. Has it been implemented or not yet? And where are we at with that implementation? Let's look at a site in a little more detail. And I'll select the Hanford site as an example. So when you go to a site, it shows you site-specific information in the narrative. So now this history and the remediation goals, these are all related to this particular site, the conceptual model, the cleanup priorities, cleanup progress. And the list of contaminants is now all the contaminants at this site. So you can look at specific contaminants here, and you'll see that the waste management units that have this contaminant are highlighted here. So we can select, for example, chromium is at more sites. And we can do things like look at the plume progress over time with the plume animator. So this will depict initial characterization information, and over time as they implemented interim remedies, and then a final remedy. How has the plume changed, and where are we at in the current time with the plume? So this is just the plume changing. The metrics are for the current year, showing the footprint in acres. So just like with the complex, we can drill down into some regulatory information and see how many sites, waste sites at Hanford are in the different statuses. So there's 9 sites. They're at the IIFS stage, for example. What cleanup regulations, how many sites use the different cleanup regulations as a framework. And again, looking at the technology information, which technologies are applied. So there's 8 sites that are using monitored natural attenuation, for example. TRACK is really a useful tool to support the Office of Environmental Management cleanup mission across the EM complex. It provides an easy way for users to access summary information about cleanup and progress, the metrics for contaminants and regulatory status, and technologies that are applied. And it's very important for communication, not only between the EM sites and DOE headquarters, but also with regulators and stakeholders and other interested parties. Thanks for watching our quick demonstration of the TRACK application. I hope you enjoyed that. We're really excited about TRACK. It's a great tool to communicate progress towards site closure and providing some insights for development of strategies as we look forward to accelerating closure and cleaning up sites. The initial release of TRACK will be available in October 2022 with 3 sites having full data. That would be Hanford, Savannah River, and the Idaho National Laboratory. The additional EM sites will be populated in the coming months, hopefully by the end of the year. So thank you for spending some time with us learning about TRACK. We're really excited about this application.